Alright, gonna try the Feiyu Tech again, just to see if it will sound good without any motor noise. Just a quick test. I don't hear any motor noise audibly with my ear. Don't feel any grinding at all. But that's not to say that the microphone is not picking anything up. Alright, now I'm going to try the EVO gimbal. Now, I know that the owner of EVO, he had put out a video where you can take the existing bracket and shave down the edges right up until the threads to make this bracket fit. I personally don't want to jack with that, just because if I go too far and I damage it, then it's useless and I can't use it with the SJ cam like I've got right there. Then, you know, this is too expensive of a gimbal for me to take a file to. But what I did do, I put the GoPro using a rubber band around the back bracket. So we're going to test out motor noise on the EVO to see if there's any. You see it's got a little bit of a pitch, probably due to the added weight. Just need to do a readjustment on it. But we're going to see if there's any motor noise with the EVO gimbal. Now, just as a fair comparison, I'm using the SJ Cam SJ5000x Elite with a Feiyu Tech. Do a little walk around. Going to see if there's any audible noise from the gimbal, just so we can say comparatively, is it the GoPro that has the gimbal noise issue, or is it the gimbal itself, or is it the microphone placement on the GoPro, which I'm going to kind of lean towards that it's the microphone placement on the GoPro. All right, now that was a super interesting comparison right there, because I thought it was just a Feiyu Tech, that it was just motor noise being really loud and not able to handle the weight of the GoPro, which I'm recording on right now. But obviously that's not the case, because I just did the firmware updates about a week ago on this GoPro with the filtering that was supposed to be there for the audio. What the problem is that the microphone on the GoPro is on that side, which is right next to the gimbal motor. I mean, right buttered up right to it. So it's going to pick up harmonics, vibration harmonics, straight from that motor. So it still happened with the GoPro in the Feiyu Tech. And then I tried the Feiyu Tech with the SJ5000x Elite. And the microphone is right here, opposite side of the motor. And as you heard with the SJ Cam, there was zero motor noise. And then I even took the EVO and wrapped the GoPro with a rubber band around the EVO to see, is the EVO going to have motor noise or issues? I don't think it's motor noise or issues that the motors are not capable of handling the weight of the camera. I think that they are. I think it's the microphone placement. So even though EVO is going to be coming out with a new bracket, it's still going to be a problem. Now, I know that Peter had also said that you could put a piece of tape over the microphone of the GoPro. But then that takes away the audio quality that this Hero 5 is kind of known for now. So that's going to be kind of an issue with me too. So I'm just a little bit hesitant. So, I mean, only one of two things can happen. Either GoPro is going to initiate another firmware that's going to turn off that microphone, or because the GoPro and the Karma grip attaches on this side, instead of microphone being here, it's going to attach on this side where the port is, because on the grip you've got the little mini USB and that new the C mount for it, where it snaps in. It powers the GoPro from the camera grip, and also you can control the camera or the GoPro via the camera grip, set record and all that, and also toggle through the menu. So either it's going to be firmware universal for the GoPro, or it's going to be camera grip exclusive, that once you plug it in, you don't have to worry about that motor noise, because the microphone is on the opposite side of the camera, or of the motor, excuse me. So the microphone is going to be on the opposite side of the motor, so you don't have to worry about the motor noise, because the camera grip is going to be on the other side. Or it's going to be something about the camera grip that when you plug the Hero 5 into it, it automatically turns off a microphone. That I don't know, but I can tell you right now, as you know, an action camera owner, and I've been using SJ cams for a while, and you know, when you have a 3-axis gimbal, whether it's EVO or Feiyu Tech or whatever the other brands are that you choose to use, I like the EVO because it's a very professional, quality built piece of equipment. But you know, the Feiyu Tech, cost-wise, works just as well. It may not have quick as a recovery when it comes to panning left and right, or you do a tilt. It kind of just takes its time swooping around. But then again, that's not a bad thing either. If you're shooting at 30 frames a second or 24 frames a second, you want a slower motion to be able to go back. But it is a little bit disconcerting that I really do like the GoPro Hero 5. I have shot so much family footage with it over the last 2 weeks. It's crazy. It's the built-in stabilization, you know, considering that it's software based, it's good being software based since it's not mechanical. But it's been a great camera. The audio's been great on it. The colors have been great on it. You know, it's been very reliable to me. The battery life's been really good. It's just, I can't use that with the gimbal. And, you know, am I willing to get a camera grip just for this GoPro? Yes, considering that how much I use the GoPro now over the SJ cam, yes, I would buy a camera grip, but it would sure have to be with guarantees that there's no motor noise at all. Not just, well, you know, we can filter it down a little bit. It has to be completely gone. As you saw in the SJ cam footage with the Feiyu Tech, you know, the SJ cam does not have the greatest microphone in the world, and SJ cam, you know, everybody knows that. For a budget action camera, everybody knows the microphones are not that great. The 5000x Elite, they did upgrade it with the firmware and it made it a little bit better, but it's still not anywhere near the GoPro's audio. But, you know, for a lot of smooth shots, if you're shooting B-roll, I mean, if you're a filmmaker and you're shooting B-roll and you're using an action camera, you know, for a wide angle shot or whatever the case is, and you want to be able to maybe use a little bit of that audio and you're using the 3-axis gimbal, then I'm going to have to go back to the SJ cam, because the GoPro in the 3-axis gimbal is just not going to cut it. So, you know, I say to GoPro, you got one of two options. You can make it proprietary to where it only works best audio with a camera grip, and that's that. So that way you don't have to worry about people buying a cheaper gimbal to use the GoPro Hero 5. And I'm okay with that. You know, I'll be a customer. I will get a GoPro or get a camera grip just for the GoPro, just for the necessity of video stabilization. Or number two, come out with a firmware that you can turn off that one microphone, but then you suffer audio. So, you know, it's kind of a toss-up that the audio goes back to subpar. So do you want subpar audio or you want premium audio? You know, if anybody from GoPro is watching, man, reach out, message me, send a comment, send me an email, either one. Kind of let me know what's going on with the camera grip and what the plan is. But up until this point, you know, I'm happy with my GoPro Hero 5. I'm very unhappy with the options for video stabilization 3-axis gimbal for the GoPro Hero 5. But I have had one video that exploded with comments regarding the motor noise. So, you know, I wanted to do this video because I was kind of curious, because I haven't done a video trying a 3-axis gimbal with the GoPro Hero 5 since I did the firmware. So I was kind of curious, you know, hey, did this firmware, did it address this issue and correct it? If it did, then man, I'm going to clamp that bad boy onto a 3-axis gimbal and start shooting a lot more video. But it didn't. And then I thought, okay, is it the Feiyu Tech's fault? Well, I don't think it's the Feiyu Tech's fault because of mic placement. And you saw that with the SJ cam footage. So, you know, and not a slam against EVO. Peter's been a very nice guy, the owner of EVO. And, you know, but it's that microphone placement right up next to the motor. And like I said, when you butt material, that microphone, even though the outside shell of the GoPro is kind of soft, but when you butt that up against the housing of the motor, you're going to get harmonics that microphone's going to pick up. And it may not be audible motor noise, the high-pitched whistle from the spin, or the actual motor itself with that grumble, that low frequency hum. And personally, I don't want to sit there and post and have to try to fix audio for every clip that I shoot with a GoPro with a 3-axis gimbal, just because it's picking up horrible noise, that grumble. Because when you take away that, now you totally destroy the audio. So just my 2 cents. Thank you for watching. I know it's going to be a long video, and I didn't plan on it. I'll try to keep my videos really short, but it bothered me enough after seeing the difference, and especially my background light went off. Sorry about that. But actually hearing the difference is still disconcerting. So everybody that's watching, reach out, talk to GoPro, ask them what is up with the karma. Is it going to be proprietary to where it's only GoPro Hero 5 will work with only one gimbal quietly, or is it going to be a new firmware released so that you can use the Hero 5 in any kind of gimbal? But as always, thank you very much. Thank you for taking the time out of your day for watching this video. I appreciate it. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions like in the other videos, please feel free to comment. I respond to every comment. I may not know everything, and if I don't, I will tell you, I don't know. But if I happen to know an answer or a suggestion, I'll be more than happy to give it. And if you want to see more future videos, subscribe today. And I appreciate it. Thank you very much, and have yourself a great weekend. Bye.